Hi, and welcome to my channel, Crypto Express, where it is my goal, passion, and purpose to share with you the top crypto investment opportunities, as well as explaining it all in a way that someone who's new could follow, understand, and take advantage of. If something I explain does not make sense, please leave a comment, please let me know, and I will definitely make a video for you or share a previous video that I've already made explaining whatever it is you have a question on. So without further ado, please like and subscribe, and let me announce the first thing we're going to cover. The first project is called Eigen Layer. Eigen Layer has been all the hype. They came to market a month ago or so, and they also have beautiful tech solving a real, how can I say it, a real problem in this space, or rather it's allowing everyone's ETH, staked ETH, to go further and make them extra money, if that makes sense. So let me share my screen and things will start to make more sense. So first thing, here's their website, Eigen Layer, and it's quite techy, but I thought I would just give you a quick summary. So basically, in terms of what it is, it's basically just a series of smart contracts that interact directly with Ethereum. And it basically exists to help all layer 2s, or dapps as we call them, decentralized apps, or companies that are in crypto. It helps to secure them and their networks and their functionality and the business they're doing through ETH. So the way things work right now is you secure the network, you secure Ethereum's network by staking your ETH, right? And you earn a yield for this. But what Eigen Layer is facilitating, it's like middleware. You grab your staked ETH and you can now double stake it. It's like double dipping. And you now can stake it on Eigen Layer, that then these other Ethereum-based or Ethereum compatible projects or companies, they will now be able to secure their networks through Eigen Layer. So they'll pay Eigen Layer, like a service provider. They'll pay them to use Eigen Layer's security, which is facilitated, which is possible, made possible by the ETH staked on it, which basically means the ETH deposited on it, pegged to it. So this may be a bit much for you to understand, but let me share a video that does a pretty good job at explaining it. So hopefully you can hear this fine.
Try and do the extreme explain line 5, maximally simple left side of the bell curve explanation of restaking. So if people understand staking, there's no way they can listen to Bankless and not understand what staking is. So starting from there, what is restaking in its most simplest form?
Restaking is the idea that the same stake that is used for securing the Ethereum proof of stake network can now be used to secure many other networks. That's the simplest version. So in staking, what you do is you lock a bunch of stake, and then you're saying, I'm going to validate the Ethereum blocks correctly as per the rules and the covenants laid down in the protocol. If I don't do it, I'm going to lose my ETH. That's the covenant that you're opting into when you're staking in Ethereum. If you restake, you use the same stake in Eigen Layer. You take the same stake. Now you not only add a covenant that you're going to validate ETH blocks correctly, but you add covenants that I'm validating David's new oracle correctly or Ryan's new chain correctly.
Other companies.
And if you don't obey these covenants, you may lose your ETH, just like you lose your ETH in the Ethereum base layer. And one way of visualizing this is you all talk a lot about blockchains as nation states kind of analogy, right?
That may be a bit advanced, nation states, all this stuff. That's basically the explanation. And I found another good visual, which I want to share with you right now, that explains how it would actually work. So ready, set,
we're
go.
doing right here. So on Ethereum these days, you have layer 2 protocols, and they don't want to go through and set up all of the network infrastructure themselves because it's very expensive and they want to focus on applications. So what they do is use middleware providers like Eigen Layer, and they pay to play for security or data availability. What we can do is use our security through our staked tokens to provide that to these guys. And so they're going to pay and we receive those benefits. So if you have Ethereum like this, what people usually will do is go and stake that Ethereum with one of the providers like Lido, Rocket Pool, Coinbase ETH, Binance Wrapped ETH, or some of the others. We get a yield from the Ethereum protocol, let's call it 3%. If we want to get higher yield by providing security to layer 2s, we can use Eigen Layer. So we actually take our staked token, for example, staked ETH, and we put it with Eigen Layer. They then use that, and someone like Mantle pays them a fee for that. So Mantle are paying, and that goes back into Eigen Layer, and Eigen Layer pass most of that back to us, and so we get more yield, whatever it may be.
Does that make sense? So Mantle here would be the equivalent of a dApp, a decentralized app, or a company as we would know it in Web 2, which is like traditional world finance. So they would be going, instead of building their own security network system, they would instead just pay Eigen Layer, which is the middleman, middleware service provider, for this security data validation. And then the money or the fees they're paying them then gets paid out to us because we staked our or double staked it on Eigen Layer. And in a minute, I will show you, these are all of the places or companies where you can restake. So it's pretty cool. You can follow this guy. His name's Nick Ford. He's a new YouTube content creator. It's actually pretty good. So anyway, it's really taking off. This tweet today covered how well they're doing. Keep in mind, they do not have a token. So here it says, not even 30 minutes from raising the cap, Eigen Layer has taken in over 300,000 staked ETH. So if within 30 minutes, 300,000 staked ETH were staked through Eigen Layer, it's a really good indicator of how well it's going to do in the long run, right? So this is why I'm bullish on it. This is why so many people that are in the know-how, that know what's going on in the crypto space, what projects are real, this is why they're bullish on it. So that said, I want to take you to CoinMarketCap because this is alarming. When I was doing my research, I go through my process and I go search for the project on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. And in CoinMarketCap, I found this wrapped BNB pair for Eigen, but keep in mind there's a little red exclamation point. So always pay attention to this. And it says this has not been verified by CoinMarketCap because anyone can make a token. Remember that. So just because a token is listed on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko doesn't mean it's real. You want to check for anything in red, right? Red is always alerted. It's an alert. So this is a scam. If you go to CoinGecko as well, type in Eigen, you'll get all of these different options or pairs. That's what you call them. Whatever a token trades for is its pair. And you see this one has 3.086 million liquidity. And so you would think it's real, but it's not. And it takes you here and you see all of this data and it's just a scam. Okay, so be warned, this is a scam. Anyone can make a token. It doesn't mean it's real. Do your homework. Join my community, which you'll see linked below. I will just keep you updated and informed on what's going on, what to look out for, what I hear. We'll let you know, okay? This is fake, all right, just so that you're aware. And then lastly, I just want a little bit more on Eigen. This is from their Medium. I would read it to you, but I don't want to bore you. We'll link all of my resources below. Just another explanation on what it is. So if what I've explained hasn't completely sunk in, here is the information from the source itself. And once again, you can always go to the project's Medium account and you will hear the information from the horse's mouth, as they say, which is like source, right? So here it says, Eigen Layer is a groundbreaking protocol built on Ethereum blockchain that introduces the concept of restaking. Okay, already captured over 175,000 ETH in total value locked, or TVL, if you ever hear this. And this allows people who have already staked their Ethereum or liquid staked tokens, essentially double down. So like dipping, like I was telling you, restaking those assets. It's amazing. Once again, the benefit and the reason that Eigen Layer exists is because there's a need, and that's how you have a good project. And essentially, this explains it very well. So it says, Eigen Layer enhances the security infrastructure across Ethereum without requiring stakers to invest more capital. I think they're missing a word here. This is particularly beneficial for new or layer 2s built on Ethereum. Instead of them having to start from scratch and build their own networks of trust, they can simply tap into Eigen Layer middleware and make use of the existing pool of stakers. So it's interesting, very, very interesting. It's supposed to create a more secured, unified ecosystem. There are some concerns about it. And once again, I will link this below, but here you can see like the step-by-steps on how to get involved. I'll get into the risks in a second. They're just steps, right? So this is how you would do it. You would stake your assets. You have to visit Eigen Layer DApp, Eigen Layer app. It's hyperlinked here. You'd have to stake some ETH, right? It tells you what to do. And then you would have to opt in to Eigen Layer. So once your assets are securely staked, you can activate the restaking function by opting into Eigen Layer's specific smart contracts. So you'll have options on what you want to opt into and have your staked Ethereum go towards securing. Once you do this, by restaking, you contribute to the security of multiple decentralized applications and services within Ethereum's ecosystem, which will yield additional rewards. Amazing. There's flexible participation, so you can opt in and you can choose what you want to or secure. This happens, releases of Eigen Layer will enable stakers to delegate their restaked assets to specific operators for more focused staking strategies. Eigen Layer leverages a variety of contracts such as EigenPod, Delayed Withdrawal Router, and Strategy Manager to facilitate features like native restaking and delayed withdrawals. Okay, you withdraw Eigen Layer, it will impose a 7-day hold period for your staked assets, adding a layer of security to the withdrawal process. So this is just a visual of what the experience will look like. Okay, start restaking, you connect your wallet, and then etc. These are where you can restake. Okay, there are some concerns which I feel obligated to share, and essentially there's this active debate going on with Vitalik Buterin, and one of the significant concerns is the potential for systematic risk due to heightened leverage on chain, because the same stake is now securing a whole lot more and assets, money. And because of this, it's going to bring an inflow, right, of business, which we're already saying, as we saw in the previous tweet. And when this happens, because it's allowing for the reuse of staked assets across multiple services, could increase the network's exposure to cascading failures. And we know that Ethereum, this is just my 2 cents, okay? We know that Ethereum is already congested. It's already very slow. So now, while this is awesome because it further secures the Ethereum ecosystem, which just means all businesses, all the dapps, decentralized apps, building on Ethereum network, while it secures them right? And it gives the people that secure the network more yield or more earnings. This is awesome. But the network was already congested. It was already slow. So now we're going to have more business because people are going to want to get, who's not going to want to double dip. So it's good and bad, which basically just like begs the question, Ethereum needing to do something about speeding up its network, doing something about that. I think this bull run's really going to introduce amazing technology to allow for this growth. Ethereum has to keep up. All right, so that said, it says, as a further explanation, if one service or application on the network faces a crisis or vulnerability, the ripple effect could be magnified, impacting the overall stability of the Ethereum ecosystem. This leverage effect could lead to more significant unwinding scenario with far-reaching implications. So these are the risks, okay? That said, is also the potential for an airdrop, because usually the way things go in crypto, when there's like a new incredible piece of like crypto tech that lies between like a layer 1 and a layer 2, so like one being the network, whether Ethereum or Bitcoin or Arbitrum or like one of the blockchains, okay, network. And as soon as there's like a new network launched or like new middleware, like Eigen Layer, or a new dApp, like a new product or DeFi sort of application or business that's running on a crypto network, as soon as you start seeing that they start partnering and they're offering a yield earning for their product or their service, and you start to notice that they're partnering with other companies, other projects in the crypto space, usually, okay, not always, but most of the time, it's like they're leaving cookie crumbs, Easter eggs. And if you participate with all of their partners that they're partnering with, later they randomly airdrop their tokens to everyone who has participated and staked or interacted with or purchased from all of these partners. So that said, there's speculation, as I highlighted on the screen, there's speculation that there is an unofficial airdrop coming. Those that are interacting, making their ETH on projects or restaking platforms like Lido or Rocket Pool will be, for these airdrops. So stay tuned for that. Possible. And then this just explains, created it, which was basically a professor from Seattle, Washington, University of Washington. I actually used to live blocks from this university. It's an amazing university. Smart people in Seattle, I will say. Brilliant team, founder from Eigen Layer, Eigen Labs, which specialize in math and cryptography. So you like to do this. Raised over $50 million, led blockchain capital. So this is also another indicator when you're doing your due diligence on why they will most likely do very well and why they're most likely big tech people thought through how they're going to succeed, their likelihood of success, their likelihood of a good positive ROI, or they would not have invested in a project like Eigen Layer. You know what I mean? So very promising. But okay, that said, that brings me to the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, please subscribe if you've not already. I will be bringing you a lot more information and crypto opportunities like this, and always from my very lucrative position, which I said before comes from people who really know, movers and shakers in the crypto space. So okay, that said, have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wherever you are, and I will see you here tomorrow. And please leave a comment if you'd like me to do lives. I'm exploring the idea of just doing lives every day. So you can ask me questions, and so I can yeah, just much more present and answer questions, because this is about helping you understand what's going on in the crypto space and get like immediately involved. So I can tell you who's who. I don't care. You don't have to only follow me. I just want you to know what's going on in the crypto space and who to go to for what kind of news, who they are. I can give you all that intel. But all right, I will see you here tomorrow. Ciao.